In exercise 11-5, we've been told that the standard cost of product B manufactured by Pearl Company includes 3 units of direct material at $5 per hour during $5 per unit, During June, 29,000 units of direct material was purchased at a cost of $4.70 per unit, and 29,000 units of direct material was used to produce 9,400 units of product B. So let's see what the budgeted amounts were and what the actual amounts were, and then calculate the variance. In part B, they're asking us to do a what if with some other number. We'll wait on that, and let's first do part A. So direct materials per unit is 3. Cost is $5. So it should cost us $15 per unit. Okay. Then they tell us that we manufactured 9,400 units. If we manufactured 9,400 units, we should have materials of 28,200. This is 9,400 times 3. It should have cost us 5. That's what we had planned for. And the dollar amount should be 141,000. Now what happened? We did produce 9,400, but how much material did we buy and use? 29,000. So we bought 800 more than we had planned to. What price did we pay? We paid $4.70. So we actually paid 30 cents less. Okay. So what you will see over here is this is the amount that I actually spent. So when I compare the two numbers, I'm going to have a variance. And we're going to explain the variance in steps. Okay. So let's first calculate the price variance. So if you look at the formula, what I have is actual quantity times actual price. And in the next line, I have actual quantity times standard price. Okay, so let's do those calculations and see what we come up with. I'm going to show you these numbers all the way through. Okay, so the actual quantity is 29,000 units that we purchased. That's the actual quantity. The actual price was 4.7. What we had planned for, okay, the standard we had said was going to be, standard price was going to be $5. That's what we had budgeted for. Okay, so the price variance is working out to 8,700, and we have this number in parentheses. When it is a cost, what we pay, if it's in parentheses, it means the actual was better than what we had planned for, and this number is going to be a favorable number. Okay, it's not unfavorable, it's a favorable number. Now, let's look at the next one. The next we want to calculate is the quantity variance. I'm going to highlight this first. Okay, so for quantity variance at standard price, I'm going to multiply it by actual quantity and then standard quantity. Okay, so what was the standard price? $5. Okay, that was $5, so we put that down first. What was the actual quantity? Actual quantity was 28, the actual was 29,000. The standard was 28,200. Okay, do the extensions and take the difference. And here what we have now is an unfavorable number. The positive number over here is unfavorable. Again, it relates to a cost. So it kind of seems a little backwards, okay, but it's unfavorable. So we had said that we should purchase 28,200, but we actually purchased 29. So the quantity was more. Therefore, this is unfavorable. Here the price was less, the actual price was less, therefore it was a favorable variance. Okay. Now you add the two together to get the total variance. Okay. So the total material variance is the price variance and the quantity variance put together. So basically when you add up these two numbers, I have 8,700 favorable, 4,000 unfavorable. When you add the two together, what should you get? The net is going to be 4,700 favorable. Okay. Now let's look at part B, what they've asked us to do. We can eyeball the numbers and immediately see what it's going to look like. They say repeat part A, assuming that purchase price is 515 and the quantity purchased and used is 28,000. So they're making two changes. They're saying instead of 28,200 we purchased 28,000 and the price is 515. That's the actual number. Okay. So I'm going to go down here and first show you this information. Okay. So let's eyeball these two. The quantity, favorable or unfavorable? I was supposed to buy 28,200 for this level of manufacturing. I actually used only 28,000, so that 200 is actually favorable. The price should have been $5. I paid $5.15. Favorable or unfavorable? Unfavorable, I paid more. Okay, so you will write down the same formulas, and once you plug it in, I'm just going to highlight all of this and we'll work our way through and see if we agree with what I have over here. Okay, so to start with price, I paid more, therefore I have an unfavorable variance of 4,200, 15 cents more. That's 4,200 unfavorable. Quantity, I was supposed to use 28,200, but I used only 28,000, which means I used less. Therefore, this is a favorable variance. Combine the two numbers, the price variance and the quantity variance. Which one is the larger of the two? The unfavorable number, right? So the net number is 3,200 unfavorable, the material variance. So this happens all the time in business. No matter how well you plan, you really don't have control over what the supplier is going to charge you. Unless you have purchase agreements, you really don't have control over those. Even small variances can result in a large number depending on how much you use. So price is always out of your hands, and quantity, how much you actually use. As you've seen in some previous exercises, you plan for X amount of raw material to be used, but you may use more than you expected. There may be spoilage, and that's something to bear in mind. If you go aggressively after someone who gives you the item cheaper, sells you the item cheaper, chances are because it's less expensive, it's also inferior, not that good a quality, and maybe actually inferior quality, increasing the amount you waste in spoilage, wastage, etc. Therefore, consume more. So, various factors to consider when you do this analysis: what you had budgeted for versus what actually happened, and you need to dig down and see what really caused the problem.